What's up? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this beautifully honest reaction.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, feels so nice.
So right now, most of us already know about the lawsuit that the former Fox Sports hairstylist has filed against former host Skip Bayless of FS1, amongst other people. But a woman by the name of Joy Taylor has been named as a defendant in the lawsuit. She wasn't just named in the lawsuit, she was named in the lawsuit, and the lawsuit seeks class action status on behalf of Faraji and other non-exempt Fox employees working in California over the past 4 years. So basically what she's saying and her attorneys are alleging is that this has become a culture in this atmosphere that so many others just like her have had to deal with. So she's not being selfish about it, even though with class action lawsuits, when the class that's underneath you is named, and if they do win in court or if there's a settlement, you may get a little something, but for the most part, at the top of the food chain, that is the one that really gets the spoils, right? So, but I feel it's noble. But Faraji is saying that Joy accused her of sleeping with Shannon Sharpe. Actually, not Joy, but Skip. Just Skip, mixing my words up. But Skip was alleging that Joy had been with Shannon Sharpe. So if Joy was down with the get down, then why aren't you too? It's pretty much what she was saying he was implying. So yeah, in the lawsuit, she's saying that Joy Taylor may have slept with Sharpe. And so there's pictures of Joy all over social media with all of the male colleagues, and people are tearing her a new one on social media, okay? So the fallout from the lawsuit is very intense. Social media has no chill, okay? And social media never forgets. So she's built a huge following online. So now she's faced a lot of criticism and mockery. Users have taken to platforms like Twitter or X, whatever people want to call it, to share their memes, their GIFs, their remarks, their comments, their jokes, and people are questioning her role in the alleged incidents. So people are saying she's been pretty silent on social media since the news broke about the lawsuit and her being named in the lawsuit. And that very well may be a wise thing for her to do, especially since she has been named in the lawsuit, not just about the jokes on social media about her getting bent over the desk and all this other stuff like that. But people are questioning the validity of her experience and whether she deserves to be in the spaces that she's working in based on the allegations that are out there about her sleeping with Shannon Sharpe and, this other host, Acho, or whatever the heck his name is, and the other guy, Charlie Dixon, just to name a few. There could be more, but yeah, I would, I wouldn't be her, but I could understand her silence on social media at this point in time. But if these things about her are true that have been alleged in this lawsuit about her brushing Faraji off and making her seem like, oh, it's no big deal, get over it, move on, what's the big deal? you know, a dick is a dick and all this other stuff. I'm not saying she said that, but if that was the nonchalant type of, you know, responses that she had for this woman when she pretty much said she lied about having cancer to Skip Bayless, hoping that that would get him to turn down the thermostat and just back off, leave her alone, he still had no chill. He still was trying to press up on her, and she was not here for it. So, in my personal opinion, I don't believe, because the way the stories when it first rolled out was people saying she filed a lawsuit and she alleged that he offered her $1.5 million to have sex with her. I don't believe it was a, hey, if you have sex with me this one time, I'll pay you $1.5 million. Not saying it's impossible, especially just depending on his net worth. And if you believe the internet, it's saying that his net worth is around $17 million. So $1.5 million, I don't believe, you know, hey, if you do this for me this one time, I'll give you $1.5 million. But he probably was offering that to her for the sake of a, you know, somewhat regular ritual. If you get my drift. Like, if I can come bang it out every time I feel like it, yeah, I could make your life easier. So in the lawsuit, she is saying that Joy Taylor, who at one point in time was a friend and colleague, she considered at least, right? She started insulting her on a personal and professional level when their friendship ended. She alleges that Taylor mocked the English pronunciation of Faraji, who is Persian, and she talked about a sort of free-for-all atmosphere at Fox Sports where married colleagues slept with single employees. And during her employment at Fox Sports, Faraji alleges she made multiple complaints to HR and ER, meaning employee relations, and pretty much not much was done. See, that's where the problem lies. That's where we get to the place where people file these types of lawsuits like this, because she actually tried to go to the proper places and nothing was done about it. In the lawsuit, she also alleges that Joy Taylor was having intimate relationships with people while on the job. Now, I don't know if that means that while these people were working together, they were having intimate relationships, or she's implying that while they were in the office, they were getting down. But let me tell you, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case either, because I can remember years ago when I was a legal assistant at one of the big law firms that I worked in years ago. I heard some stories, okay? I heard some things, and I was just like, wow, okay? So I'm just saying, if things like that were going on at a law firm, I could only imagine the type of stuff that's going on in these atmospheres like this, where you've got that, just not giving it any excuse, but these people just kind of think like that, where women are objects. These guys, they need to get their rocks off, and these women are around, and if they look like, you know, they look pleasant, and you know what I mean, and they think that these chicks are down to do whatever, especially when it comes to their career and making money, then they'll do it. So apparently Faraji is saying, no, I was somebody that was there to do a job, and I actually do have morals and standards, and I am not interested in somebody that looks kind of like the Crypt Keeper just because he's worth $17 million. Not everyone is for sale. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the lawsuit. Let me know what you think about this Joy Taylor woman who's been named in the lawsuit as a defendant, as well as Skip Bayless and all the other things involved in the allegations of how it was just a free-for-all atmosphere at Fox Sports 1. And I'm going to put a link to another video I made about this on my other YouTube channel, where I talked about the actual lawsuit and the history of litigation when it comes to the Fox network in general. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.